Hey, what's good, what's good, what's good? Your boy Savage, aka Sev Cisneros. You tuning in to Sev Lokes Hotels 2.0. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Let's get to the politic. Big shout out to everybody showing the channel love. Appreciate the love and support. Thank you for the interactions. All high salute to the riders that been on the channel supporting a lot. Before I start this video, let me make this clear. I am no way means promoting gang life, gang culture. Just telling a testimony, giving life experiences. Ooh. Shining some light on the Denver Metro. So with that being said, let's get to this video. So recently, there was a question that was asked. Doing YouTube, I've seen a lot of individuals that I've known in the past in the comment section. A lot of people that are related to circles that I actually used to kick with or, politic with. Seen, handfuls of my OGC homies, handfuls of the G's. All high salute to all them fools, all the real ones. So there was a question that was asked because I had played a video, and I played multiple videos from this sector of Gkis, my homie Ricky Knotts and West One and all them fools, Cuff, Nash, AG, like, you know what I'm saying? The homies I knew from G's, the homies that I had, you know what I'm saying? Had some times with them that we chilled, a respectable circle, man. My high salute to all them fools. So somebody asked me about a situation that I kind of talked about in the past. There was a rumor that the G's and some of the Chicano Crips had got into it. And how long did that last? And when did that shit, you know what I'm saying, get, deaded? So let's start from the get-go. When my peoples moved from the east side to the west side, I started going to schools, you know what I'm saying, in the west side. And I started meeting different neighborhoods that I really didn't know too much about. But I started coming in interacting with, fools from the west side, the north side, and I came across some OGCs that were going to the school I was going to. Automatically, we got like this because on that side of town, Crips were, the minority, so we kind of stuck together. While the OGC homies, they had a lot of family members that were G's. So I started kicking with the OGCs first, and then I started bringing my brothers and cousins involved with them, and they started introducing us to some of the G's, which, was Ricky Knotts' camp. They had a house on like 16th and Perry. And what magnetic me to them is that they were hella active. I seen the OGCs and the GKIs be like this. They were riding together. A gang of G's and a gang of OGC fools. And then that brought the OGCs also have relations with the chickies. So it was like a big car. And then when we started kicking with them fools, we all started moving together. We all started riding together. We all started chilling together, partying together. We took on a lot of their beefs. So whatever beef they had, we were right there. We were, right behind them. And it turned into kind of a movement. I can remember at house parties, we would be like, G's up, C's up, I's down, B's down. And I can remember it used to be live, bro. It was a strong unit out there. This was like in the early, I would have to say 2000s. Started kicking with them pretty tough, you know what I'm saying? Off the strength of OGCs. There was times when, one of the homies from OGCs would throw a house party and it would be like 100 fools in there with 100 females and just parlaying. And I remember one epic party that took place. We were like on 25th and Sheridan, and they had a house upstairs, and it was like one door, but there was no balcony or nothing. And we were in there super deep. The cops had showed up, and the homies were like, they wasn't even tripping off the cops. They put the couch in front of the door, and they still partied. And then the cops finally secured the building and made us all come out. They let everybody go besides some dudes, some of them fools that had warrants. So we were pretty close. There was situations, bro, where we all would hit the Civic Center Park, and you know what I'm saying, all be chilling up there and then get into it with fools, and we would all ride together. So it was kind of, you know, for a minute there, the G's and a lot of the Chicano Crips were actually chilling together as one. Plus, the G's at the time was beefing with the 16 blocks, and we didn't like them fools really, you know what I'm saying, off the strength of them. So I started learning about 16 blocks off the strength of them, and they was red rags. So, you know what I'm saying, we was doing our duty, and we was, you know, keeping the flame lit. So time goes down the road, and one of my close homies, he started doing music. We all started doing music together. We would show up to shows together. They would have their set of Ricky Knott's camp and all them fools, and then we would do our music, Paper Route Click, you know, launching gats, and a lot of good times. Well, the homie that started doing big music with him, he started actually getting money with these fools in the lanes. They had a thing going where fools was getting bread also. Everybody was close. So, but you can't mix like too many chiefs, because eventually stuff's going to go wrong. So this night, this is kind of how it all went down, and it all led up to like the separation, not the separation, but almost a mini war where it was about to get turned up in the streets. So I didn't happen to go to this concert that they had, and they had an after party, and there was only like 4 of my homies that pulled up to the house party, and it was all G's over there. Well, one of my little homies, it was his first time kicking with these fools, and the homie that was doing music, he leaves early, and he leaves the younger homies over there with one of the OGC fools. And he leaves, and he thinks it's cool because we never had no problems. Everybody just parties. It's all good. Well, anyways, fools are drunk, and I guess I wasn't there, but this is what was told to me. They had words upstairs. The homie that's brand new to the whole situation, and they never party with these fools, he's a little rowdy fool. So they start fighting. The OGC fool, he basically, after they started fighting, I guess it was a one-on-one or whatever, he made it out like them fools had jumped the homie, and the homie's from the turf, the younger homie's from the hood. So as soon as he made it out, because they left, and he immediately went to the other homie's house and tried to turn it into they got jumped. Well, the real story is they didn't get jumped. The GKI just got the best of that fool that went to go tell that story. Well, long story short, he starts calling a gang of the Lokes. I can't even believe my ears, because we're cool with all these fools. Nothing ever had happened with these fools. And he starts making it out that, you know what I'm saying, the G's had jumped him and called that fool the dirty C word, and basically turned it into almost a war. Wow. The older homie that was making money with these fools, he set up a fade in the park, right? He called Ricky Knott's and said, "Hey, bro, the homie wants the heads." While the homie that was over there, the younger homie, he's a boxer. So they go to the park and they chunk him. Boom, 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 boom. They fight. The homie gets his tooth knocked out, but they were chunking him. A good fight. And then it was kind of like swept under the rug, right? We thought it was going to be dead. While the other fool from OGC's, he's still pushing the issue. So he gets on the line with my baby bro, and he starts telling the story, and he makes it believable. So I was like, "Hey, homie, let's call a big old function. Let's call a big old function in the park. Forget this." So we go to the park over there by the stadium, by it's like 20 20th and Federal. There's a park over there by the Safeway, and then the park's going towards the stadium, and there's a car wash. And we pull up there super deep. Now, I start hearing the story, you know what I'm saying? I start hearing the story, and I get pissed because of how they're making it seem like it went down. And I was kind of like tripping because the other homie that had a lot of pull with these fools that was doing music, he didn't end up showing to the function. And it kind of pissed me off because I'm like, bro, the homies got into it with these fools and you're not pulling up. And I talked to him later down the road and he kind of explained and it came out the truth. But when we were at the park, it almost got stirred up because my initial action was to pull up to their spot and just get active with them fools, pull them out, start banging with these fools, and turn it into something bigger than it was. So off the aspect of a pretty much a lie, it almost turned up and burned the whole aspect down. Because when I was like, hey, let's just pull up over there, let's get to trip and pull them all out, fade them all out, and these are the homies we know, but I just heard that some of the lokes got jumped. So now we're like, hey, homie, if we see these fools, any of these fools, we're going to actually start tripping. Then later down the road, the same fool that made this big situation, he throws a lie out on my baby bro. And it came out that he was actually no good. He was a liar. And my brother actually ended up seeing him at MGM's and mixed this fool. He's on the phone with me and my brother's bashing him out. Well, that fool, my brother caught a case over it. After a while, we got to talk to these fools, which are the homies. Shout out to them fools. And the whole story came back that it was all bad. That was a lie. The homie Ricky Knotts and AG's like, bro, you fools are our brothers. We would never do that. Like, it was not even like that. Nobody got jumped. And I believe these fools because they were not going to push that issue and try to jump people that they were actually cool with. And like I said, when we pulled up in the park, it was OGCs, it was Chicky 30s, Brick Cities, it was some of the Compton Crips because some of them OGCs are have family from Compton. So, it was about to be a big aspect. And, I'm glad it got settled because them fools, those were actually the G homies. You know what I'm saying? They were riders. But, yeah, that's kind of how that situation got amped up. That's why you can't listen to rumors in the streets because sometimes rumors is shenanigans, bro. Mile high salute to that, but yeah, man. To the next one. Let's go.